Girl, double chin ass. Gotta get rid of that. What's up, Soul Squad? Mm. Hey, what's up, Soul Squad? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm trying to start a trend today. Hey, Sleeping Star. Hey, Lakia. Hey, Big Bakelisha. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Demetrius. Hey, Gifted. Hey, S. Stanford. I'm trying to start a trend. A trend. A trend. I'm going to try to be on time today. Oh, man, you scared the hell out of me. I didn't know you was sitting in that car. Because I didn't know you was sitting in the car. I thought you went in through the basement. He's sitting in no car. Hey, Thelma. What's up, Soul Squad? Hey, Low Life. Hey, Tina. Good morning. Guys, before we get started, hey, Richmond in the house. Thank you. Hey, Brownie Brown. Thanks, Ty. We get started. We're going to say, what? Like, thank God spend us, waking us spend another day with our family and friends. Because remember, that alarm clock didn't wake you up. He did. Can I get an amen? Amen. Because we don't wake up on our own, boo. And I think I woke up 3 times today. Okay? We don't wake up on our own. Hey, Polly Chicks, how you doing? What's up, ugly? So if you didn't say it today, any time this week, you just said it today. Hey, Miss Miles, how you doing? Hey, Angie. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about Mama Jackie, man. Y'all. Oh, my mama coming home. She's in this rehab. But Tia told my mother this morning, when your rehab start, because first when you go to rehab, she had to go to rehab because of the blood clots and everything. They want to put her in rehabilitation to try to get her strength on one side of her body stronger than the other, because that right side just ain't gonna get no better than what it is. So okay, they told her she had to go to rehab. She in a rehab facility. It been 3 days. She got to be under quarantine before she go to a regular floor for 14 days because of corona. When I tell you to my mother this morning, when your rehab start, you do what you gotta do so we can get you the hell up out of here if you come home. You do what you gotta do. Me and Tim was talking, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I had a rough day yesterday. Yesterday, you guys remember my friend Keisha, my best friend, my love of my life, my nieces and nephews' mother. Y'all know she passed away. It'll be 2 years come June. And I had a rough day yesterday. I was thinking about her. Yesterday was her birthday. Guys, I broke my water regimen. I was so thinking about her good memories. Even sometimes, even good memories make you sad when someone is no longer here because they're so good and you wish that you could relive them again with them. And even thinking about good memories, looking at old soulful on the couch videos with her in it and stuff. I just had a time yesterday, so I broke my water fast. I got me some goddamn rum and Malibu and pineapple juice. I got twisted. I drank a solo cup and a half of that stuff. I was passed out. I don't even remember going to sleep. I got a phone with my friend Rhonda. She said, be careful, girl. I ain't drunk in so long, about 8 or 10 months. Everything was spinning. I almost vomit. And when you're about to vomit and it go back down, oh my God, that's the worst taste in America. And she said, well, let's just not forget, you was a lightweight from the beginning. She said, I don't think it was because you haven't drunk in about nine months. She said, you always been a lightweight. Man, I passed out. I woke up, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I was knocked out. I woke up, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I remember going to sleep. I do remember getting on the phone with my girlfriend, but I don't remember going to sleep or nothing. Next thing you know, I woke up, it was like what, 12:59. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. Then I ended up staying up until 5 o'clock in the morning. Then go back to bed till 5 o'clock. I ain't drink no more. I drank a whole bottle of water, looking at TV, and talked to my sister. Then I ended up going to bed about 5 o'clock this morning. Man, I got twisted last night by my damn self. Oh, toast to my girl. And then we wake up with this bull with my mother at this particular nursing home, and they ain't on point, man. She took my mother some food. We kept calling. Just found out for Tia. She didn't get her food till like 10 o'clock. Tia took like 8 o'clock in the morning. They ain't never come downstairs get her mother get her breakfast. My mother been there since Thursday. They haven't gave her a bath yet. My mother been there since Thursday. The day served and she not have a bath. Okay? She called me crying that she want to leave this place. The bed's too short. The bed's too small. The beds don't have no hand railing. Man, I was on the phone with my mother yesterday in tears. But I was in tears because I was fussing out the charge nurse at the front desk. She was like, they ain't come to change me. I've been wet. I said, how long you been wet? She said, for a while. She said, they said they was coming. They never came back. Man, I said, Mom, let me call you back. I called the front desk charge nurse. I said, I'm calling about room so-and-so. And I didn't know that y'all had rules and regulations on when y'all change people, how does this thing work and everything. And then I was going, hello. He was going, hello. I said, yes, I'm calling for so-and-so in this Jacqueline Waller in this room. Gave the room number and stuff. And I asked a question. Then he tells me, how can I help you? I said, I just told you 2 times how you can help me. He said, well, you didn't introduce yourself. I said, first of all, who you yelling at? I said, because you don't got to be yelling. He gonna talk about, I wasn't yelling. I was just getting loud because there's a lot of people around me. I said, and I don't have to introduce myself because what I said, your question to me was, how can you help me? I said, I'm calling about room so-and-so, about Jacqueline Waller, and I'm asking you questions. That's how you can help me. I ain't got to introduce myself. You ask me a question and I start answering your question. And so I told Tia, I could have got a little bit smarter. I said, but I ain't want to get too smart because I don't want them to take that out on my mother. So, y'all, my mom.
They ain't gonna take nothing out because I'm pulling up.
That's why I said, Joshua, that's why I said we were going to pull up. I said, I'll pull up to this motherfucker, grab the nearest wheelchair, put my mother in and roll the fuck out of there. I said, I don't care. She ain't there. The doctor said she got to be there. Y'all haven't. And so we've been calling all morning. Me and Tia literally sat in my house. Tia got in my house at 8:30. We sat in my house for an hour and a half trying to call this MF place. And that's all the security kept saying on the front desk. People said, 3 South is, they not answering their phones. They not answering phones. I said, look, I need to know about my mother medicine. Now, because she's on a new medicine, because she telling me and Tia, her hand is swollen and cold. So if her hand's swollen and cold, that means it may not be no blood circulating. So we can't go up there because you can't go in. And so I'm trying to call to find out, well, is she on her blood thinners? Y'all need to check her hands. She said her hand's swollen and cold. It may not be no circulation. And a motherfucker called me back yet. And Ted Bounty got in touch with her. I said, oh, man, and this before I got on live with y'all, Ted said, Mom, we got to go get our mother. I said, we got to go get our mother. I said, I roll up in this motherfucker, take their own wheelchair, walk through there. They be calling police on me, put her in a chair and roll the fuck out. I said, no. No. So till Monday morning, me and Tia got plans to call whoever, whatever. And we going to talk to the doctor, see if she really got to be here for rehabilitation or whatever. I told Tia, get back on them people for we could get her them 12 hours for home health aiding at home. For we get her those 12 hours for at home. So we figure out how we cover the other hours. I said, I don't care, fuck, my feet get swollen, my back hurt, my ass hurt. I said, my mother ain't staying in no motherfucking nursing home. It is what it is. I said, I don't care. I said, 'cause I was on the phone with my mother crying. The first night she was crying. The second night she was crying. Then I was crying last night on the phone with her. But I was not trying to cry. I didn't cry with her. She could hear me. I was just saying, I had tears come out my eyes listening to her complaints about this motherfucking place. And I was like, Then my friend's birthday, I was getting twisted. I got fucked up. I was twisted. I was twisted. So we get my mother up out of there on Monday. I don't know who we got to talk to. We go. I'm gonna figure out. I told her we find out what is her course. What is the course of action? What is the plan? How long they think rehabilitation supposed to take? They haven't even started rehabilitation. No one gave her a bath. It is Saturday. She been there since Thursday. She not had a bath. She said she want a bath. I'm like, what the fuck? She wear Pampers. So she can't use the bath. So it means she used the bathroom. My mom smell like no fucking urine and stuff like that. You gotta clean her up. Ted was getting my mother. Ted, my mother was home. Ted was getting my mother a bath every other day. She get wiped off when she used the bathroom, but every other day, Ted was giving my mother full baths in the bed. My mother ain't used to being dirty. Even though she bed bound, she ain't used to being dirty. She gotta get freaking clean. I'm like, So Ted about you call Antoine. I said, we called Antoine for. He can't do nothing. To tell that we taking her out there. I said, he whatever we do, my brother down for. My mother down for whatever so my brother down for whatever we do. So we gonna call on Monday. What's their course of action? What's the time frame for rehabilitation? Do she really gotta be in here to get rehabilitated? Because I know because of her new situation, they want her to be monitored. But you can't monitor nobody when the monitors ain't no fucking good. You know what I'm saying? You can't monitor nobody when you've been in this joint for 3 days. So you already know what to expect if you got what if her rehab take 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I know somebody said lawyer. Yeah. What if her rehab take that freaking long? No, so we got to figure out what course of action to take on Monday. But of course, as we take it on Monday, we're going to call the head of administration at this facility, find out what is her therapeutic treatment supposed to do. Is this a therapeutic treatment? I'm calling her doctors on Monday to see, can this therapeutic treatment be done from home? She need to come home. She need to come home. It is that simple. Because if whatever course of action they plan on taking as far as her therapy, can we get this therapy at home in her living room bedside? Because she ain't gonna make it up in there. And then when a person is not doing good and they feel depressed and they cry, their health dwindle. They help. We gotta keep her uplifted. And then this motherfucker, she don't have no TV. The TV they got in the room with her don't have a remote control. The TV stuck on one channel. So they telling her she can look at the TV from the other person's TV who just left it. But I told the lady she can't look at that TV. Her neck hurt. She said her neck hurt to keep her neck twisted. They're trying to control another TV that's distance away from her when she got a TV in front of her. Y'all motherfuckers don't even got a remote control from. They ain't done that yet. Oh, tell y'all. I'm drinking cold water right now. Y'all, that's why I said don't ask me about Mama Jackie because I said between last night and this morning, and then yesterday cussing out the people at the nursing home, and then this morning can't get in touch with my mama. I tell them y'all need to go check her room because my mother do things like she may accidentally cut the ringer off. And all they say, oh well, she's not answering. Get the fuck up. I say get up. Send somebody in there. Go see if she cut a ringer off, so that we can try to talk to her. Girl, y'all, so my mother coming home. She coming home. She's coming home on Monday. Nancy already said we making every phone call in the fucking world on Monday, cause she's coming home. And she's coming home. I don't want to hear. I told Ted I don't want to hear no excuses that the administrative lady say. I said because if we going through this, only 3 days of her being here, can you? And then she's not even started treatments yet. She's not even on the regular floor yet. She's on the quarantine wing because of COVID. They're COVID free. When you first come in there, you got to do 14 days lockdown. Mean no visitors, no nothing. We could take her food and stuff, but This is only her Thursday, Friday. Shit, she went there Thursday evening. She only been there 2 full days for real, 2 days and a half. So if you're going through all this, yes, imagine living there long term. Yes, if you're going through all this within 2 days, can you freaking imagine once her quarantine over, will she even make it through 14 days of quarantine to get on a regular floor to do whatever therapy that they got her signed up for? I told her, no, she ain't gonna make 14-day quarantine. I said, because this 2 days of her being there been nothing but hell. My mama been crying since she been there. She wanted us to say, I want to go home. I want to go home. My mom been crying since she been there. That shit been making me cry. And so I said, so on Monday, we're going to find out from the doctors, is it mandatory that she got to be there to do this therapy because of these blood clots? Because if it is, man, if it's mandatory for her to be there for this therapy, I'm gonna be messed up in the head. Because these people, it gotta be better than that. But it is. My mother got a voice. She could talk. And my mother got people to speak for her. We just ain't throwing my mother up in nothing. And then she don't got no advocate. Me and my sister is her advocate. And damn, it's ants everywhere. That's why I hate being outside. We her advocate and we speaking on her behalf. You know what I'm saying? This not a go. 2 days. 2 days in this joint. And she haven't even started nothing. Nope. Mm. So come on Monday, we about to straighten a whole. Hey, truly, we about to straighten out a whole lot of stuff come Monday. I told Ted we gotta pull up in this joint. I told Ted we go home, go get my mother's wheelchair. And she not signed in by no type of attorney. She not signed in by no type of courts. She not forced in there by anything, only because the doctor said they think she got to do the therapy because of the blood. So we could roll up in there and take her. We could roll up in there, tell them, look, give us our mother. She ain't in there under no type of legal terms. So we could roll up in there and take her to F home. But I told him before we roll up in there, let's make sure, because she had just started her home health aid. I said, we call everybody on Monday. Make sure if she still got her home health aid, make sure we can have her home health aid person there within 2 to 3 days once we roll her up out of there and have her 12 hours and then we handle the night shifts or whatever. I said, nah. A 2-day experience, let me tell you, don't put your fucking mothers or your parents in a nurse because they don't give a fuck about them. They don't care nothing about your loved ones. And that's facts. That's on facts. They don't care nothing about your loved ones. Don't do it. And they don't freaking do it. And they don't freaking care. So, and she ain't gotta be in this because she wasn't gonna stay there long term, but she's only there for rehabilitation. But Tia told me rehabilitation can take 3 months, 6 months, a year. It depends on the person and how much devotion that they put into helping with their rehab. And I'm looking at my mom. I said, no. My mother got good days, she got bad days. It may be days that she don't want to work out or days that she don't want to get moved. And that's okay if she's at home, but if she's there, it's gonna be like it's gonna slow down her progress, and the longer her progress slow down, the longer she will have to be in there. So this is not a long-term facility. She's not in there for long term. When rehab over, she's supposed to come home, but I'm just like, we can't even do rehab. So can you imagine, like somebody said, if she's just in here for rehab, can you imagine if she had to stay in there? Just like, okay, mama, you gotta stay here. And she had to stay there for long term? No. So some Monday things changing. If her doctor say, yeah, we can set up because she was getting rehabilitation 3 days a week from home. Maybe we can increase her rehabilitation. So her getting 3 days a week because of the blood clots and stuff. Maybe they get rehabilitation 4 days a week or 5 days a week or something. Whatever her insurance stuff going to pay for, because It just don't make sense. So Monday, everything changed. We ain't told my mother yet because we don't want to get her hopes up high because we don't know exactly what the doctor gonna say. We don't know the doctor gonna tell her it's mandatory for her to be there because of all the blood clots, or no, she don't have to be there. She can have rehab. I don't want to get her hopes up high and then squish it because so we gonna be making all these phone calls on Monday and see exactly and see that's why we saying little birdie that's see exactly what can happen because I don't want to tell her mom we get you out of here and it come the doctor's like no she got to stay or if we got transferred to another rehab or something because this Deanwood don't send your family to Deanwood in Washington D.C. Northeast Nella Hellaberry. I can never pronounce this. Who the hell is that? Don't be talking through that camera, scared me like that, Michael. Don't, yes, put them on blast. Maybe they'll do something. If you got family over in Deanwood, you better go check on them. Because them people ain't right. Well, she had home health aid and all that stuff. Then she got, then she got, got the blood clots. So she go to hospital for a week. And then instead of going back to come back home, they put her in rehab because they said she had to be monitored because of the medication for the blood clots. She had blood clots in her chest, blood clots in her leg, and they said that happens when you got cancer. That you could your blood could clot and stuff, which we didn't know that and everything. So this is another thing that's going on that's related to the cancer. So yes, she did. She had home health thing and she had me and Ted. And so, but we gonna try to get her. We gonna try to see if she get rehab at home. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's why I said, "Whoo!" Why you asked me about Mama Jackie? Because this last day, my mama, yes, not as a touchy subject. Cause I'm ready, like my son said, we ready to pull up on something. I don't even know how to be a gangster, but I'll be a gangster for my damn
Oh,
mama.
what happened?
I'll tell you about the rehab, what's going on at the rehab, how they gave mom a bath for 2 days. They've been letting her sit. Then I told people, I said, don't you know if people sit in their urine, they get bed sores? I ain't trying, mama. I said, my mother can't get no fucking bed sores. Is you crazy? You gotta go move people, change them. You know our piss got acid in it and stuff like that. We got stuff, proteins and acid. We got stuff in our urine. That can't sit on your skin. Come on now. Y'all supposed to know this
I'm
stuff.
saying, oh, he cut some out and stuff.
I cussed him out yesterday. The man got smart, and I don't want to do too much because I don't want them to try to take it out on mom. But yeah, they ain't doing. They ain't gave her a bath since she been there. Like it's a whole lot. I'll tell you about when I get off. Um, so yeah, yeah, break down the skin and stuff. Yeah, no, boo, we ain't going. We not doing that. My mom. Huh? My mother already going through a lot. Her health is already dwindling. And we trying to give my mother the best quality of life as long as she is here with us. Make her happy, make her comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We know my mom's situation. Is it hard to face it? No, it's not. But sometimes you gotta let reality sit in and say this is going to happen. But until then, like the doctor said, they want to have the best quality of life, the best care of life. You ain't getting it there, boo. She can't get that there. I don't care how much rehab. No, so whatever rehab they feel so that she need to have it at home. She need to have it at home. Because I would take me and all six of my boys, including my 16-year-old Jackson. We would roll up in Deanwood like a fucking army. Me, Tia, 7. Because Tia's son Tyreek, that big mug. And my big one, I roll up in Deanwood like a motherfucking army. Give me my mother. She ain't on no papers, no court papers. She ain't on nothing. Oh, we got her wheelchair. We go in and pull her. I don't care if y'all bring her to the front door in a wheelchair. We can in her robe. Give me my mother. Hmm. Yes. I know. I love Mama Chalky too, Dean. Yes, I do. So what else on mine? I don't know. I'm sitting outside. Um, I wanted to come outside because it's nice in DC. Y'all, it's really nice in DC today. I mean, everybody getting their grass. I got my grass. Hey, there go my dude just pulled up. My cousin who do my yard and all that stuff. You know, my housekeeper, y'all. I'm gonna keep shit real. I got housekeeping. My housekeeper came out on Thursday. They did what they had to do. My cousin who maintained, you can sit right there, baby. Somebody got Buffalo Wild Wings. My housekeeping, I get housekeeping every Thursday. Yes, I do. Yes, you do. No, but can she really afford it? No, but I do too much. I can't keep stuff. My children, my boys, they keep their area clean. They keep their bedrooms clean. My my sons, they keep the studio basement and bathroom clean. And you know, I got the upstairs. The living room, the kitchen, the bathroom, dining room area. I supposed to keep that clean. Man, I said bump that. I've been having housekeeping now for a month. I love it. I love it. Every Thursday, and it's not expensive. Every Thursday I have housekeeping, and when it's finished, I be like, that's what I'm talking about. Everything be so clean, and I maintain it. So each week when she come back, it don't be a whole lot. So yep. And then I got my cousin, who's my call to guy who just showed up. I want to the buckets. Tell Jackson to show you the in my kitchen. There's some big blue and white buckets. I want those in the water hose. I got a new water hose, so I think it's about 4 buckets. I want all 4 of them buckets cleaned out with bleach and detergent. And Richard, take this machine and do what you did for me last time in the dishwasher, and then they're gonna give you the paint. I want my front door painted on the outside, and then I want the inside of the front door painted. And I think that'd be it for today. Thank you. But tell Jocelyn to show you the buckets and everything you need, maybe underneath the kitchen sink or bathroom sink. Bars like some fabric. I want to use bleach and dish detergent on those buckets. That's it. Um, and little Richard, he's ready clean the buckets and stuff, and get him the white paint so he gonna paint the front door for me. Okay, and you gonna clean those buckets. Um, So yeah, 125 a week. Thank you, Pamela. JC Penny, JC Penny.
Where's the buckets at?
Boo boo.
Y'all knocked out.
Where them little white buckets and stuff at? The buckets, the blue and white ones, the flower buckets. Yeah, the blue and white buckets are my containers that I hold.
Like this right here.
Yeah, they look just like not that one though. But they look just like that one there. It should be 4 of them. It's that stand, and one of them got flour in it. But you gotta get a bag to dump that flour out. But it should be 4 buckets. It should be two, maybe two downstairs, and those two sitting on by the window, on top of the yellow and gray buckets. Yeah, I know, Rita.
Tell you, should be some buckets downstairs.
Yeah, you don't see no buckets in there.
I don't see none of them. Let me go downstairs.
Okay, shut the door, Richard, because I don't want no flies in the house. You got a cousin like Richard too? Yeah, honey, let me tell you about my cousin Richard. I'll call this Bama. I be like, hey, he said, I'm on my way. He drops everything he doing. And I'm going to tell you why he dropped everything he doing. Because the fact is, I always ask him to forget. He started working for me last year. He been working for me now for a year, maybe. Y'all remember Richard. He in one of the videos when he did my floors and stuff. I'm going to say he been working for me about for 2 years. And I always ask him because I like to pay people. Because in fact is, I'm not doing it, okay? And I want stuff done. And I had always asked my cousin, how much you gonna charge me to do this? He said, his first words, man, you family. Whatever you give me, I'm fair to him. I'm fair to him because I know, for one, it is his time. He don't have to do it. And then I'm not doing it. So I pay him for his labor, his time, and the work that he do. It's like he told me yesterday. He said, I drop everything when you call. He said, I don't care. And that's what I do.
These
I'm very.
buckets right here.
No, not those ones. Oh yeah, those. Yes, it's those ones. It's those ones. Yeah, because those the mixed containers, and it should be a couple of more of them ones right
I don't
there,
see none. I mean, I look at
right
them.
there in the kitchen,
I'll look
with
at
a
them.
yellow by the window in the refrigerator.
I'll look. I'm gonna look.
Okay, yeah. And so I paid some very fair. And so he maintained the outside of my house, from my grass, any work I need to do on the inside, anything need to get fixed, and maintain my trash and stuff like that. And then the housekeeping, and I get the housekeeping, which is very cheap. I get that every Thursday. So that's why you may can't never see a clean with me video, because I ain't cleaning up nothing but my bedroom. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't
Hey,
do it.
so
Well, I've been cleaning up my whole life. When I
they
had
two of
children,
them.
when I was a kid, huh?
They two of them. They got flour in it.
Yeah, dump the flour out of.
Both of them.
Yeah, dump the flour out both of them. So
I got.
one, two,
I
and I
got
got a
six.
brand. Yeah, I got a brand new one somewhere.
I look.
Okay, downstairs in laundry room, because I bought a brand new one. It's two, three, and it should be a brand new because it's four. It's four that holds the flour. Then it's two mixing buckets.
I'll buy it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm getting ready, y'all. I'm getting ready. I'm getting everything together because I'm about the flower about to come back out. We hopefully, don't quote me, but we getting everything together because when I get off this side tomorrow, I'm working on labels and bags tomorrow. My cousin coming, he cleaned up all the containers, all the mixing containers. We getting everything nice and clean and ready and stuff. And we gonna be back manufacturing, hopefully by Monday. Don't quote me, but I'm hoping and I'm praying by Friday we may be up and ready by Friday. But I got everything on the schedule. I need everything to go and go with my flow and everything. Go with my flow. So yeah. So yeah. So I'll be making an announcement, guys. Hopefully by the end of the week or beginning of next week. Oh, it was out of stock. Oh, I didn't even know that. I gotta check on that, truly. So hopefully by next week, guys, I'll be making an announcement that the flower is getting back together. We're starting today. We're starting the process of getting sanitizing, getting stuff clean, getting everything back. We're doing inventory, making sure we got all the ingredients, making sure I got gloves. Cause my people, when they make flour, we wear masks, we wear gloves, and they wear coveralls. So I got to make sure. So I told my son on Monday I'll take inventory on everything that I need to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be, and then we go back to doing what we gotta do. Yes, but right now I'm getting all containers nice and cleaned and everything cleaned up for our containers and scoops, and my cousin about to do his thing, wash up stuff. Yeah. Uh, who's that? Somebody calling my phone, hanging up. Thank you, Miss Brown. So yeah, y'all. So I ain't had really much. Oh, I got another announcement though, guys. Because I told you guys I'm trying. I don't know if I want to do pre-orders yet. Cause I talked to my. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like doing pre-orders. I just don't like having nobody's coins. I'm not comfortable having people coins. I don't know if it's me or what. I know I just try to do pre-orders. I'm just not comfortable having nobody coins. I'd rather wait until it's there and you could go in. I don't know. I'll make a decision, but I do know by next week, y'all, we be back. Everything is getting prepped this week. I do know by next week we be back. Yeah. It's a yeah, you bro thing. So stop playing, bro. What who? Ty, who you talking to? What's going on? um, And what else? What else? What's going? Oh, okay, y'all. Y'all know I told y'all I'm trying to move. I'm trying to move. It take coins to move, but I gotta save up, and I'm saving up. And it takes a lot. You gotta have first month rent. You gotta have security deposit. You gotta pay people to, um, we got rent a U-Haul, and you gotta pay people to help you and all that stuff. Thank you, Miss Big Brown Sugar. So I'm trying to move by July. So I want to start doing. Is it? Can you have a fundraiser for yourself? I don't know if that's okay. If you upfront and honest, I ain't lying and saying it's about nothing. It's for me. It's for me. I ain't saying it's for no children. I ain't saying it's for a organization. No, honey, it's for me. Can I have a moving fundraiser? I don't know, but it's for me. So, with that being said, on June 13th, I am going to be selling fish and french fries. Now, I will be taking pre-orders on that. On June the 13th, which is a Sunday, I already got my people together who's going to be helping me. And because I'm trying to raise moving money. It costs a lot to move. So I'm trying to raise moving money. But I don't want to do no GoFundMe fund. I don't want to do that. I want to be proactive. I want to give. I want to do something. So in doing that, I'm doing fish. So if you live in the Maryland, DC, Virginia area, come June the 13th, um, I'll be selling. I'm only dropping fish and French fries because it's hot. I don't want to do no heavy food. Don't nobody. I'll be making the fish with my I'll be making the fish with my flour, and I'll be having bags of flowers too. So, come June the 13th, Sunday, June 13th, I'm going to let you guys know when you can pre-order. I think I'm going to start taking pre-orders on that around June the 5th. Between June the 5th or the 6th, I'm going to start taking pre-orders. And I think it's going to be up to about maybe 50. Yeah, I was thinking about coleslaw. I thought about that. I said, 'cause I could picture, I was thinking about doing some coleslaw. So I thought about that. I said maybe I should drop coleslaw with it too. Yep, because I was thinking of the price. I was trying to figure out the pricing. No gifted, no macaroni and cheese, no baked beans. I'm not doing a full dinner. I want to do something that's quick, that's easy, that's not hot. So I was just like, I'm drop fish sandwiches, fish and fries, and I was thinking about coleslaw. So I think I'm gonna drop coleslaw with it too. I think it's gonna be fish, French fries, and coleslaw, and a drink. And I think it's gonna be $15. I was rounding off about $15 for the whole plate. So, because that's why I was trying to figure out what else I could drop with it besides the drink, the fish sandwiches. You're gonna get 3 pieces of fish. I'm doing nothing but whiteys. Hey, Miss J, thank you. I'm doing nothing but whiteys. I'm not going to buy out or because I didn't know. Only reason I'm gonna do a pre-sale because I'm gonna start it at one date and I'm gonna stop it at another date. That way, I know exactly how much fish to buy, how much you could do. Or do. Oh, somebody said no. I'm gonna tell you something.
Charlie, where the paint stuff at?
The boys got the paint.
And the rollers on it
Yeah.
too?
Um, I got a new cash app. That SoulfulT one, I don't use that cash app no more. I got me a new cash app. Honey, because I'm going to tell you, there's nothing, I'm tired of cash app. My son owed me some money. My son sent me some money, right? And then when he sent me the money, I say my son owed me $340. My son sent me the $340 that he owed me. Me being all happy and all this stuff, right? I go pick up my phone to transfer the 340 from the cash shop into my bank account. I pick up my phone and say a negative 170. I said, what the fudge? They talking about it. Yeah, I'm just like, I keep saying I'm gonna get me like my sister-in-law told me the other day. She said you need a financial accountant, need somebody to help you balance your bills and balance your money. And but no, I told her hell no, because when you send people money from Cash App, it's coming directly from your bank. If you got your bank, I said I got my stuff connected. So when I send out money to people for Cash App, it's pulling right off my account. I said, so how the heck I owe them money? So they took my money. My son gave me 340. I go open up my Cash App to transfer and say I'm a negative 170. What do that even mean? How do I owe y'all anything? Because everything that comes from me that I give to people is being pulled from my account. I don't leave money in my Cash App. I don't leave money in my Cash App. Not at all. So I'm trying to figure out. So I call, I hit them up through an email. I hit them up through that. I said, okay, but I got this. I made a new Cash App. And I made new cash. I said, because I don't feel so I owe them nothing. I went back and I looked at my bank statement on my phone. Everybody who I send money to is pulled out my account and say Cash App, the person's name or whatever. I said, so how do I owe them money? How do I owe them money? So how when somebody send me $340, I go cash it out, it's a negative 170. So I don't owe y'all nothing. So what I did, I said, okay, I got y'all. I said, I won't be using this Cash App anymore. I say I won't be using this Cash App, no, not this one with that SoulfulT one, because I feel as though that they cheating me. I did 3 emails. The only email I got back is thank you for reaching out. Okay, I reached out, but who's gonna solve my issue? Because I don't feel as though I owe y'all anything. That's especially according to my bank statements. I don't owe y'all nothing. So how y'all just gonna take my money, then put my account in a negative 170? Y'all, I'm telling you, I've been going through it. I've been going through it for the last 2 days with my finances, with my mother, and my girl being gone. That's why I didn't go live on Friday. I posted did a movie trip on Friday. I put it since Thursday. I've been going through it. Okay, I've been going through it, and I'm just like. I was on the phone with my brother. I was on the phone with my brother, with his wife, and all this other stuff. I was like, no. So I told my children, I said, don't send me nothing to that Cash App. I said, I'm not paying them no 170. I said, I'm not paying them nothing because I don't think I owe that to them. I said, they got whatever they got when that 340 hit. That negative 170, it'll stay negative. And so I went, I told my son, I said, can I make another Cash App? He said, make another Cash. So I made another Cash App. And because and then I didn't put my card on there. I didn't put my bank card. Because y'all know I told y'all somebody tried to hack my damn PayPal. Remember I told y'all the other day somebody tried to hack my PayPal? They changed the email and they tried to pay themselves, but my bank caught it all on fraud. And then I caught the email and told them no, I didn't. Told Cash App I did not Cash App PayPal. I didn't try to buy this. No, I didn't change. Somebody changed my email to something given for N to somebody named Chad something. I don't know. And everything, Ron Chad or something. And I said, these motherfuckers try to hack my PayPal. I said, wow. So I had it for 2 days. My bank stuff was shut down. I love Citibank. They be on point with the fraud alert. If you ain't with Citibank, you need to give it Citibank. Because it wasn't for Citibank, I could have woke up and every little thing that I had in my savings or every little thing that I'm trying to save to move with, all my stuff could have been gone. And Citibank didn't say, wait a minute, alert. If Citibank didn't alert me, I could have woke up to my little bit that I did had trying to save. It could have been gone. And so Citibank be on point. Sometimes I get mad at they fraud alerts sometimes I be getting mad at Citibank when it be me. And they be locking my stuff up. I be like, look, that's me. And I got a call, but I was like, I'm going to stop getting mad because they only protecting me as as their customer, and I understand that. But sometimes when you out and about, and I be doing a lot of spinning, and they'll lock my card up talking about they detected fraud, I'll get mad because I have to call them, or you have to hit. They'll send you an email and all that stuff and everything. So no, I ain't get the 340 because when when my son put it in there, it took it, and then it said I was a negative 170. And so I was like, and my son said, "What?" He said, "Mom, I ain't got no 340." I said, "It's not your fault." I said, "You paid your debt. You paid me like you were supposed to." I said, "If I had looked at my cash out before I had him send me the money, it may have shown that I was in the negative, but I don't understand that because I had just used the cash out, sending one of my other sons some money, and it wasn't in negative, and it came straight from the account. So I understand that cash out. I think they thieves, man. I think they thieves. And y'all know what happened to our cash out with bingo. We still ain't resolved that issue. We still ain't resolved that issue. I think they thieves. Thank you, Mr. Montgomery. I ain't know that either. That's why I was saying, husband, they try to steal your wife little bit coins that she's making. She ain't got no money for real. Husband, they try to steal my money. As I turn around, somebody want to get me. I was like, so ever since Thursday, I've been having, that's why I taste Shadonna. That's why I took that drink on Friday. Oh yeah, E, she come home. We doing all that on Monday. We calling them doctors. And I don't have a Zelle. I don't have a Zelle. They try to take me. But that's why I took that drink on Friday, y'all. I was in this door twisted. When I said I had a whole cup of Malibu and pineapple juice and ice, that thing was good, okay? Yeah, they'll try to steal it. I had a cousin who went through that, who got her identity stolen, and she had to go through a whole lot. And she is so cautious now. She don't use none. Oh, Angela said, "SoulfulT, I have tried several times for bingo. IT won't go." Ooh, you said the IT won't go through. Um. Oh, thank you. JC Penney's, y'all. Oh, what did I just click the? JC Penney's, JC Penney. Every time I want a piece of jewelry, I always go to JC Penney. I like what is her name? She always got good jewelry at JC Penney. I can't think of her name right now. Yeah, only one thing I'm mad about. Yeah, my son. West Coast. It's a month. I need about $5,000. I need about $5,000, but it's gonna get there. That's why I'm gonna do. Not the JC Penney's in our area. Our JC Penney is still here. So, and I was like, I ain't got time for these people. That's why I'm doing the fish fry. That's why I'm trying to get this flour back out here. Oh, don't worry about me. Miss T gonna get her coins, but I'm gonna secure the bag, and and I'm not letting nobody. I'm not letting nobody else. I unhooked my credit cards, my bank cards, I unhooked all my stuff from everything. I told my children, I'm going back to old school. I'm going back to ATMs and cash. I said, I'm going back to ATMs and cash. I said, ain't no way. He not. Ted was went on there this morning, but Ted go in there take him to the grocery store tomorrow. He doing okay. He literally told us that he missed us because my mom yeah, it's yeah, because what I'm looking for, anything, I'm trying to find a 4-bedroom. And a 4-bedroom in the area that I'm looking at is gonna run me anywhere between 19 to 27 a month. It's going to run me anywhere between 19 to 27 a month. So if I find something in between that price, you're gonna have to have the security deposit plus the first month's rent. But ultimately, I'm not trying to pay 2,700. My point, my cutoff point is 2,000. I'm trying to stay anywhere between 2,000 from 19 to 2,000. I'm not trying to go past 2,000. So that's one reason why it's been hard to take two pills. That's why one reason it's been hard for me to find somewhere to move at, because these people, I know people got to make money. You right, but they hard way robbing people. People are asking 3,200, 3,500 for houses. And I'm like, and see, I'm not in a predicament that I could buy a house. I'm still working on my credit. So I'm not going to jump into something that I could lose or get foreclosed on, a year or two from now. I'm not going to do that. I am going to rent, but I love where I'm at now, but it's too small. And I've been having those incidents of people coming to my door and everything. And it's just crazy. So that's why I'm going to move. But DC, that is people. They highway robbery. I've been looking for places, and the rent on 4 bedrooms is just driving me crazy. Yes, and plus you gotta have a down payment on a house. I ain't ready for that and everything. Then in Florida, you get a mansion for that. I know that's right. No, my mom got her own place. My mom has her own place. Only thing we gonna do for our mother is, and that's another reason why now I'm trying to stay close, to my mom, because she is coming back home, and I'm gonna be doing my share with helping along with the home health days and me and Tia. So that's one reason why I'm not trying to move too far out in Maryland, so I know I could get back, because I don't drive, and Tia can't come pick me up all the time. I mean, I have a driver's license, I just don't have a car. My son have a car. Yeah, do I use my son's car? Of course. Anytime he not doing anything, he always let me use his car. But that's what I got saved up, J Poo. That's what I saved up, boo. That's how I got ahead of the game. That's how I got ahead of the game. I ain't spend my stimulus. That's how I got get in the game. Is that stimulus helped me to put savings up. I did not know. So that's why I try to stay close to my mother, but trying to stay close in the DMV area. DMV is expensive, you guys. The DMV area is expensive, and I don't know. It's been hard. I got my girlfriend Juliet. She been looking for me. Me and Juliet started this like a couple of days ago. She been sending me houses. She been sending me stuff from Truly. So Juliet been helping me. She's helping me trying to look for a place. So me and her, with two people doing it together, I think we could do it. She was like, what my timeline is. Logically, I want to move by July, but I'm thinking it may not. I don't know, but logically, I just don't know how things is gonna happen. How things is gonna happen. Yeah, yeah. It depends on the area. Our DC is high. It is high in DMV. It is very high in the DMV. It is very, very, very high in the DMV. So yeah, so I do. I take one day at a time. But ultimately, the goal is that I wish I could move my mother and move in with us and all that things like that. In order to do something like that, you have to move out of state. Because in order to get a space that's big enough for you and everybody, then my mother, she would need her own room, her own bathroom, her own this, her own that. It will cost, honey, you got to be bringing in some serious coins with that. And you have to bring in some serious coins with that. But it's all good. Like I told y'all, I ain't know what to talk about. But hey, Nakia, how you doing? That's why you move from the DMV. Yeah, and I'm telling you, and the DMV is not getting it's not getting no cheaper. What's the PPP? I don't know what that is. The DMV is not the DMV is not getting any cheaper, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not getting any cheaper, because they are always, for somebody to say we ain't got no money. The district is always allowing people to build here, to build up here, and all this other stuff. And the district is always building. But yet, the DC, they ain't got no money though. They ain't got no money. But if you want to live in a district is the district is very expensive to live in. I'm saying you try to buy a house in DC, you're looking at about 500. You're looking at about almost $1 million in DC. If you actually try to buy a house in DC, you better be coming with some coins and some good money because you're gonna spend like a half a million, 800,000 to $1 million to get a 2 or 3 bedroom in the District of Columbia. And it's as if you're trying to live on Capitol Hill and all them places like that. Yeah, you're gonna play it, but you're gonna pay it bad. I don't know. I don't. Is Habitat for Humanity still around? I don't even know. Yes, they did. They tried to do that last year, Strawberry Rain. They tried, but that ain't work. You know, DC ain't giving up that go-go. That did not work. Yeah, you can't afford to buy nothing in DC. That's why ultimately I will always stay renting until I move up out of DC. If I was to buy, I'm not gonna buy a home in this area. I want to go to the state that I really want to live in to buy a home, and that instead of taking 800,000, 900,000, I'll go somewhere else and take 300,000 and live and buy a mansion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they try to mute it. I don't know why they try to mute it, but Go Go is gonna be forever. I like Go Go, cause they was people. This month they was playing it outside of up northwest and stuff. I think the people that lives in the area, they had little shops and stuff up in that area was playing it, and I think the people that lived in the area was trying to get that done because of the Go Go and everything. Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah, I like IKEA because they doing modern. I like IKEA because they got modern stuff. I seen some things at IKEA that I would like. I just don't like with IKEA that you got to put things together. But I got richer for that. Oh yeah, most definitely. Can't do nothing without the family helping out and doing their part. SoulfulT45 at gmail.com. I can't do nothing without them. That's when I say yes, they help out. They help out as much as they can. And it's decent, and I'm okay with what they give me. I appreciate, and what I charge, I appreciate. So yes, they do help out. You can't live with. What can you live at for free? I'm not living for free, so they can't live for free. They in their 20s. Yeah. So yeah, but everything gonna work out. Oh, you said play $20 cash each play. I don't know. I was trying to. I look. When I look at situations, somebody told me you got to stop. You got to start having a business mindset. Because just because you may not have it, don't mean the next person may not have it. You got to look at what you spend and how much it costs you to pay for what you're going to do. Then you got to pay for your time and your labor. Because I be looking at it with that. People live paycheck to paycheck. Don't nobody got no money. People always tell me I undersell myself or I undercut myself. But I just be looking at, I ain't trying to take everybody's money. I don't be trying to take nobody's money. I'm like, it's hard out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say $15 will get you a fish sandwich with 3 pieces of fish on it. They're gonna be whiteys. It's gonna get you a nice amount of crinkle fries, and I'm gonna do the coleslaw, a nice amount of coleslaw and a soda. So I was like, I could make cakes, but I can't design sea blue. And then I have too much. Right now, I have bad arthritis and them piping bags and all that stuff. I couldn't be a cake designer. But if I could make a cake and then somebody could take that cake somewhere else, thank you simply and go get it designed.
With a one hole there.
Yes, and that's why the water hose stuff on the side. And that's what I do. I try to think about what restaurants do and stuff. And I'll be doing whitings. I'll be doing whiteys. I'm sticking to one fish. I'll be doing whiteys. And that's why I try to just stick to what restaurants do. I try to figure out, well, you'll get that about $15. Well, no, not here. I take that back. You can't get a fish sandwich here for $15 because right here down the street, the seafood place called Maury's right here over Minnesota Avenue, honey. When I go well, no, I don't truly. When I go get a tilapia fish sandwich for them, that shit costs like $18 with tax. End up being 19, almost $20 for a fish sandwich, and it ain't nothing else. I mean, you get what you want, or so. When I say DC is high, they have with their food too in their restaurant. So why you gonna get that twisted? That's why I try to be. You found all the buckets, Richard?
Yeah, I got
You found three?
two. There's two right here.
Oh, okay, that's three and these two. And I think the bleach, use Dawn dish detergent. Up on my thing, I got some Dawn dish detergent and bleach. And I think I don't want that one. That one is trash. Yeah, that one trash. And this two and the ones that you got. And it's some paper towels in the basement in the laundry room. You might need some paper towels, and then the bleach is up underneath the sink, I think. Mm.
Don't eat that. Only these 5 buckets get right.
So yeah, wash all five of those buckets, and I think the scoops and all that stuff that's in the side of them too.
Know what?
All the scoops and stuff that's in the inside of them too.
I got them in the kitchen on the thing.
Well, I wash those. Leave them in the kitchen to sink. I wash those. Just do all the buckets, and I wash all the scoops and stuff.
Put paper towels downstairs.
Paper towel. Rich, you go downstairs. It's the back door right there. Go on there. If you going downstairs, get paper towel.
Too late, I'm over here.
Oh, well, look at the kitchen. See, it's a roll of paper towels in the kitchen. How the door look? Let me see. You did the inside too.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Outside again. These.
Yeah, you use those ones. Shut the door for me. Well, you know what I want to get painted, Richard?
Wow.
I want to get these painted because they dirty. But I want to get this what's the stuff called power wash?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a power wash machine.
You get a power wash, you don't gotta paint none of that shit.
Just
Power
get
wash it
a
all.
okay. So I'm gonna get a power wash machine for Amazon.
Okay.
And probably next week, and then you come out because I want all the shutters done to get these done.
All that shit come clean.
Oh, so you won't have to paint. You just gonna wash it down.
Wash clean.
All right. I'm gonna see how much Amazon got one for. Hello. Y'all, it's getting hot. I gotta get my house ready because I'm about to be outside. I gotta be outside. And if I'm be doing videos outside, I want everything to look nice. But I ain't be showing my address, but I'm be outside. Yes, it depends on what fish it is. That's true. Yeah. Yes, I'm trying to get ready for the summer. I'm trying to get ready for summer. And like I said, who helps me out is my family. I deal with nothing but family. And at a low cost but good quality work. Huh?
The dawn.
On the shelf in the kitchen. Right there by Andrew Bieber. You see all them shelves I got right there? On the top shelf. No more cash. No. I don't ask them. I bought a brand new stove, brand new microwave. Everything I need to get fixed, I fix myself. I don't ask them. I do everything myself. I don't ask my landlord to come to my house to do nothing. All the things I get done to this house, the landlord should do. I don't do it. And somebody told me, girl, you crazy as hell. That's not in your house. I don't care. Brand new refrigerator, brand new stove and range, brand new microwave, brand new washing machine and dryer. I do everything myself. Everything that get broke, I call my Richard. I go to handyman.com. I do everything myself. I ain't got time for landlords. It is what it is. I don't mind. I dish it out. They might, well, you should hold on to receipts so when you ready to move, you can tell what you did. No. You know why? How he can't read my mind. He can't read what's going on in my house. If I don't call him and I experience, so I do it. I just like, let's do it myself. I ain't taking it with me. I ain't taking nothing with me. As I bless the next, it's a blessing for the next person who come and rent behind me. That everybody's over there, you ain't taking your stove, you ain't taking the microwave, you ain't taking the fridge. No, I ain't taking none of that stuff. I ain't taking none of that stuff. As like I told somebody, I told my sister down, I say it's to bless the next person that come behind me, and and then he won't have a They come into a nice black stove, nice black microwave, good washer and dryer, and you so. Mm-mm. Yeah, I it did for one too. I do it another thing too. Keep people out my business. I might be renting from you, but I don't want nobody all my business. I don't know if you send your maintenance man in, what he may go back and say. I don't know. I like to keep it copacetic. You get your rent. I pay my bills, and everything else I do, I pay out of pocket. Even if I gotta save up for somebody to do something. But one thing did happen like 2 weeks ago. I called him for it was a plumbing issue, and I wasn't gonna do that. So I did that, and he came. He sent somebody the next day, and then like during I think around December or January, the furnace, my furnace went out and the hot water's messed up. I called him for that. Big stuff like that. I called him for type of plumbing, and for that furnace, I called him for because I ain't buying no furnace now, and I ain't paying for no plumbing. But when I called him, he came out. When I called him, I say he came out within the next day or two. He had somebody out to do what they had to do. So yeah, so I called him for the big thing, but for the little things, I get my cousin. Oh, you know what? Stop playing noise. You think so? Oh. And like yeah, you can put all that stuff in the sink. Oh, you can put it right there. I'll wash I'm gonna soak all that stuff with some bleach and dish detergent and stuff. I'm not trying to do that, make that happen for the next person, but I got an ant on my shoulder. Oh, where? See, that's why I like sitting outside. But I was trying to sit outside because I wanted some of this fresh air. Hey, Eli. Yes. Um, Now, SoulfulT45 at gmail.com. That's my PayPal. SoulfulT. I rather use the PayPal because what I did is that even though somebody tried to hack my PayPal, I changed everything back and I took all my bank information off of it. Uh, so I can still get donations in through my PayPal. I just don't. I took everything off. So if someone wants to send me something, I could just go ahead and attach it and transfer it and take my card off again. Oh, it's my PayPal is my email address, SoulfulT45 at gmail.com. Thank you, Eli. And I do not like wearing white. I do not like wearing white because of makeup and stuff. Oh, I got an N on me. That's okay. That's gonna be the next thing because you're getting outside. You gotta you gotta I get my yard treated too. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, Chad, yeah, I knew it wasn't you. I didn't think it was you. That's just a person. That's somebody's name, and that's just a person's name. And but that was a person's name, and then it was a Then I had to, it was an email. It was Chad something and an email, but I didn't think it was you. That didn't even cross my mind at one point. It was just a name. Yes, child. When you outside, you better expect you gonna get an ant, a fly, or whatever. You know. But that's the next thing we gotta do. I gotta get my yard treated because I live next to woods, so we get a lot of mosquitoes in the summertime. I'm sorry, there, yeah, sorry, but it's gonna be me and the family. I'm not vaccinated yet. And I know my sister vaccinated, my cousin vaccinated, and my other cousin vaccinated. So I'm going to invite them three to come over, and this is gonna just be me and my kids. I'm still got my guards up. This will be the second year not having my 4th of July. You know, me and my family, we give a real big 4th of July. And we invite everybody. We be having, and we have bars, and we have food going to here to Northeast, and we had DJs, and I had photographers. This will be my second year not doing a 4th, you know. But you know what? It's saving money because we pay for everything ourselves. We ask people to bring, stuff. We ask people to bring stuff like water and juice and soda and hamburger buns and hamburger rolls. But that's you need those things, and we handle everything else. You know, all the food, all the cooking, all the tents, all the tables. So in the last 2 years, that has saved some money. You know what I'm saying? But I miss my people. Oh yeah, I'm scared of squirrels too because I got this tree right here in my front yard. These squirrels be running along across the tree. I don't like squirrels. I'm scared of squirrels too. I'm scared of squirrels. I'm scared of birds. I'm scared of dogs. I'm scared of cats. I'm scared of snakes. I'm scared of rats. I'm scared of everything. I'm scared of pigeons. I can't stand pigeons. I cannot stand pigeons, man. I see a flock of pigeons in the street. I'm going to try my best. Try my best to walk around. I I'm gonna try my best. I'm scared of pigeons, y'all. Damn, my ice melted fast. I'm scared of animals. Period. I can't have no animals. I can't have no animals. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I think I told y'all this before. I had a cat back in 2013. And the only reason I was scared of death. But the only reason I had a cat back in 2013, because the place I moved in, you know, when you move into a place, you ask them right off. And you know they're gonna lie. I'd be like, do y'all have rodents? They be like, no, we don't have no mice and stuff. When I was living in an apartment, I used to always ask apartment people that. And my mama would say, do you think they're gonna tell you the truth? So I moved into this apartment. And I think I was there maybe a month or two. I'm gonna say I'm there about cause it takes a minute to get settled in, right? I'm gonna say I was there about 3 months. I'm gonna say I was there about 3 months. And one day I was just sitting down and I saw something run. I said, what the fuck was that? You know, lights out, you know, ain't nothing on but the TV light. I'm sitting in the living room. So I called my son. I think at the time, Michael could have been about 17, Michael 31. So I think Michael could have been about 17. Josh and them was probably like 13, 14 or something like that. And so I said, and then I was with their father. I called Reggie. I said, Reggie. He said, what? I said, I saw something run. He said, what you mean? I said, what you mean? I said, I saw something run from over there to over there. And so all the boys and Reggie and everybody, they got the light on. They looking around. I don't see nothing. And then I said, I know I ain't lunching. I know I saw something. I said, I saw something. I said, I think it was a mouse. They said, you ain't see no mouse. And so a couple of days later, somebody else said, oh yeah, Ma, I saw a mouse. So this is 2013, 14 in my apartment I had. I got online. I got on an animal shelter control line. I said, we ought to be getting a cat. You don't like cats. I said, I don't like cats, but they keep mice away. They said, you get the cat. So the first thing the animal shelter thing tell you, do not say you getting the cat for mice, because they want cats and stuff at home. In my mind, that's what I'm getting it for, but I ain't telling them. So we picked out a cat, go pick the cat up and all kinds of stuff. And we got it from a kitten, so it had to grow into the home with us. So, but I tell you one thing, I think because of the fragrance and the smell, that the essence that a cat sent, the mice went away. I got a cat, but I'm telling you the story just because, yes, the cat took the mice away. After we got a cat, I'm gonna say maybe after a month or two, I ain't see no more mice. That cat did his job. And so somebody told me, you got a pet. I said, no, I got an employee. My girlfriend at my job said, what the fuck about you got an employee? I said, I don't have a pet. I got an employee. I said, my cat is there to serve one pet purpose. She said, do you pay it? I said, yeah. I said, I pay it with shelter, water, food, and litter. But my kids got to love the cat. It became a pet because it turned into a bobcat. His ass got big and fat, but he kept the mice away. And that was the only cat that I did love. I was still scared of him. I was still scared of him. I used to sleep with my bedroom door closed because I just didn't like cats. And then, like, and I used to walk around. I used to make the kids, I'm holding them. Joshua was in love with this cat. This cat slept at the foot of Joshua's bed. Brandon trained the cat. Because, cats had a tendency, if you lay food down or something, they had a tendency to get in your food, be up on your table. Brandon trained the cat. That cat would not touch nobody's food, would not do anything. They trained this cat. But this cat became a bobcat. The cat was so big. And everybody, and then the cat had to go get shots. We had to do the shots and all that stuff. I said that wasn't my animal. I was an employee. He was an employee and I was the employer. Man, people used to laugh. I showed no affection to this cat. I didn't. I was so scared of this cat. I showed no affection. But the cat did get love because my boys gave it love. It slept in my boys' bedroom. I told my kids, y'all spoiling this cat. This cat is here to do a job. This cat is not a pet.
That cat grew our mentality because
Tell us something about the cat.
yeah, Pine.
Flying.
We had him since he was a baby, so he grew our mentality. So when he got older, he was a little bipolar because he was just like us.
He said the cat grew a mentality. So when he got older, we had him from a kitten. I said, yeah, they just call my cat bipolar. Because tell me what that cat used to do. He was a trip.
Yeah, he'll sit on my lap, we cool, and then he'll look up at me and be like, "I remember something you maybe did, might have done to me." Then I just get a slap out the blue.
Out the blue, he would slap Joshua.
All type of scars
Yeah,
and scratches.
yeah. The Joshua said, man, this cat, we had a cat when he was a kitten. So he grew up. And the Joshua said that cat was bipolar. They used to call my cat bipolar. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Who that cat didn't like? That cat liked everybody came in the house. Who that cat didn't like?
I can't remember.
Marcus.
You're right.
That cat did not.
He had his own cat. So.
He had his own cat, and we was thinking maybe the fragrance of his cat was on him. Cause when he came to our house to spend the weekend and stuff, my cat did not mess with him. Our cat did not mess with him. So they took my employee and turned it into a pet, overfed it. And the only reason we knew it turned into a bobcat, for one, he got so big. So when I had moved out this apartment, I did the right thing by him. I took him back to the animal shelter because where I was moving to, I couldn't take him, couldn't have no animals, and I didn't know that at first. And my kids, they was upset, they were mad. And my mother gonna tell me after the fact that I should have made it. My mother gonna tell me after the fact. You know what, Richard? You should, Joshua, get a trash bag. Get a trash bag, put on that table, so when he get finished cleaning the bucket, they could sit upside down on a clean trash bag versus sitting upside down on the table. So my mother gonna tell me way after the fact, you ain't had to take Klein to the animal shelter. You could have gave him to me. So I called the animal shelter and said, can I get my cat back? This MF has told me no. That broke my children's heart. My children was mad at me for a minute about that. God, we couldn't get our cat back because they loved that cat.
And to make the story even sadder, we took Klein back to where we got him from. And I lie to you not. Once we stepped in that door, he looked at me with the most like glassy eyes. He knew what time it was. He remembered that place.
Yeah,
It was so much.
He was crying. He was crying. Trust me, he knew the animal shelter, and he was crying. He vomited in his case, right?
Oh, that was just from the car motion sickness.
That was car motion sickness. Yeah,
I get back.
yeah.
really?
They gave your cat back.
When he look at them sorry eyes and shit, when I was going out the joint, I told my wife, said, you bitch ass nigga, you gonna take the cat out of your side. I got my cat whipped up, walked back out of the
Hey, your wife called you a bitch ass nigga.
Nah, see, I wish I was old enough. I did the same thing.
The doctor said he was old enough, he would did the same thing. And it was so emotional when we was driving. They was like, oh, he got so big, he's a bobcat now. And the cat was whining, he was crying. But it was nothing I could do. I thought that was the right thing to do versus letting them out in the street. Because some people move and they just let their cats go in the street. Our cat was neuter and all that stuff. Never been outside. Our cat was a house cat. So I wasn't going to let her Oh, him Klein was a boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna let him go in the street because I thought that would have been wrong, leaving him homeless. So I thought I was doing the best thing by taking him back to the shelter versus just open the doors up and say, "Bye, get lost." You don't know. That's like abandoning. It's like abandoning a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And so I thought that was like abandoning the child. So I'm not going to leave my children on the street. So even though he was an employee, I did service pay, severance pay, and everything because I took the cat food and all that stuff that we had. So he got service pay. He got to take his last little bit cat food with him and everything.
If there's no joke in my cat drama, why are you laughing?
Johnson said, ain't no joke in my cat drama. Oh, shit. Yeah, we gonna be here at 6 o'clock. I'm gonna be on time. I'm gonna be on time. Oh man, but yeah, yeah. So I was emotional too because I did grow like every now and then I used to sneak like. And when one of the kids was holding him, I used to rub on his because I was trying to get connect with them because I was trying out. My fear really didn't allow me to connect. The fear of him didn't allow me to connect. So whenever one of the kids was holding him, I would like try to stroke his back, but then I'd be like, But he never went hungry. Oh, Joshua, oh my God, y'all, this is no lie. What'd you do to my cat?
What?
Now it's my cat, but it was my cat. I was mad. They made me buy some catnip.
Oh yeah.
You gotta speak up, Johnson. Tell the catnip story. Don't ever buy your cat no catnip. Well, tell what the catnip did to the cat.
Took him on a wild ride. That's what it did. Gave him some catnip. He really doing like they say they're gonna do. He just looked like he was like a natural predator out there. He just looked like a lion out there. He took that catnip. His eyes was big. He just couldn't think right. He was jumping from.
He was
roof
jumping
to
from
ceiling.
ceiling to ceiling. Man, I went in the
I
room.
say
I
roof to
shut the
ceiling, but you get what
door.
I'm saying, from
From,
counter
from
everywhere.
counter to counter to couch to couch. Man, I ran the room so damn fast. Shut my bedroom door. Y'all call me when he come down off his high. Don't catnip is herb. It's reaper for the cat. I'm telling you, it get them high. That cat went berserk. Man, I ran in the room and shut the door, and they was laughing and screaming. I said, oh, my God. I ain't never buy no more. I said, don't get that cat no more catnip. Don't give that cat no more
You thought
catnip.
this cat knew gymnastics, but it was fitness.
Hey, go get me some ice. I need a whole cup of ice. I need some more water. Yeah. So I said, you thought that cat knew gymnastics. Man, I'm going to tell you. I was sitting there. That little motherfucker got the... I'm like, what's wrong with it? I said, what's wrong with it? And Johnson said, and then we got to be there. And it was jumping. And it was jumping. Man. I said, I wasn't as big as I was. I mean, man, a girl could get up and run. Man, I hopped up on that damn sofa, ran that beer, and set that door so fast, kept peeping out the room. Is he okay? Is he okay? Man, that damn day was funny. But we ain't never give him no more catnip after that, though. Yeah. We ain't never give him no more catnip after that, though. But yeah, the cat was roofy. I don't know who admitted that. That cat was roofy. That cat was tripping.
He slept good though.
But no, Johnson said he slept good though. Yeah, he slept good though. Ain't do it again, Si. Didn't do it again. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here because I gotta go clean up some stuff. Josh, you know you gotta do that thing tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we gotta talk too. Yeah, poor kitten. But he was loved. I made sure he had everything. He had cat toys. He had his litter stuff, and he was loved because my children turned him from employee to a pet. So y'all, because the day he jumped out the window, they called me at work. I lived on the third floor. First of all, he had no business in my bedroom. I was like, why was he in my bedroom? Why my bedroom window was open? This, that, and the other. Y'all, when this cat jumped out my bedroom window, he pushed the screen out. He was up on the screen, and they said that he pushed the screen and he flipped, fell all the way down 3 stories into some bushes. These motherfuckers called me crying. I thought Jackson fell out the window. You hear me? I thought Jackson. Ooh, them buckets smell good. I can smell the bleach and the detergent. Smell like laundry. Um, um, I I thought Jackson fell out the window. These MFers called me crying. Joshua, remember y'all called me crying and hollering over the cat falling out the window. Y'all, I had to leave work. I left work because, I had to leave work. I left work, come and see cat. We got to go to the vet. We watched them. We monitored him. Man, they monitored that cat like it was like, I tell you, that cat got love. That cat got love. That cat wasn't supposed to get no love. That cat supposed to just been. But just like any good boss, just like any good boss, your employee eventually become family. Your employee eventually become family. Like any good boss, any good work environment, employees eventually become family. So that they said, who puts the cat out the window? Ain't nobody pushed him out the window. The cat had no business being in my room, and my window was open, and I guess he pushed on the screen. But he lived to survive another day with his little fat ass. He was good, but he was right back in the window. For some reason, cats love sitting up the window. He was right back in the window. He wasn't nothing broke. The vet.
He fell out the
Yeah,
window.
I talking about he fell out the window. So I said, "Oh, you talking about he fell out the window? Wasn't nothing broke on him, but I think man, he was might have been shook up. Was he?
Man, nah, he had a busted lip.
Oh yeah, his lip. His lip was cut. That was it. But then what was he back in the window again?
Yeah, he wanted to be in the window.
He was back in the
I
window
seen him in
again.
the window. I leave out the room. I come back, and then he disappeared.
Okay. That's what happened. Johnson said, he saw him in the window. He said he saw him in the window. He said when he came back, he disappeared. And so what you thought happened to him?
I was calling his name, looking for him through the house for like 10 minutes.
Oh, Johnson's calling his name.
You can't think the worst first.
Yeah, you can't think the worst Spurs. So Johnson said he was calling his name, looking for him throughout the house for 10 minutes. And then what made you look and think about the window?
Because the window was open. I know he
The
was
window
there.
was open.
And I looked down. It's bushes right underneath the window. So I'm just like, man, he probably is. So I just went out there, walked around the corner, and then I saw his blue collar. So I got scared. He said, my heart dropped. I got scared because I seen his blue collar, and I was like flying. And then he seen me, and he ran out. I was like, thank goodness.
Yeah, look, they was scared. Look, he's talking about, he over here talking about, that happened like 12 years ago. This Bam over here still holding his heart, talking about, I was so scared. My heart dropped. He loved his cat, boy. I love that like something. I know it's not funny. I'm sorry,
I
boo.
know, right? Y'all say stop laughing at my
He
cat.
said, did I tell you stop laughing at my cat? That man is still, he's still tear up 15 years later talking about that cat. Oh, man. Oh, man, I understand your pain. I understand your pain. You ain't give me no ice. My ice melted on that water like that.
Nah, that water just too hot. That's what that is.
Hey, Joshua, somebody said you traumatized.
A little bit.
Ooh, you are.
Huh? I don't know, but it still affects me.
He said he a little bit. He said he don't know. He said it still affects me. Oh man, cause that was Joshua love. That cat was in love with Joshua. That cat slept with Joshua and everything. That cat was always on Joshua's lap. That cat was spoiled. He was so spoiled. Oh my God. I'ma stop laughing. Oh man. But y'all know what? Yeah, that shit ain't funny. But you know what? I needed this laugh because these last 2 days and yesterday how I was feeling, I need this laugh. Yeah, it's water in this cup. Y'all see, it's water in this cup. I needed it, man. I need the laugh because oh yes, I need to. Mm. That was a good one. That was a good story. Okay. Yeah, but we haven't. Yeah,
But
I
he fell off the balcony twice too. But luckily the balcony only on the first
no.
floor.
She feeling a little bit better. She slept up. She went in the house yesterday. She slept all day. And then she got up this morning and tried to do some things. She didn't go live because she said so her doctor gave her medication. Matia got real bad sinuses. When her sinuses get the best of her and it make it feel like she got a cold. And then when she slept with that AC on for 2 days, it didn't help her sinuses at all. Didn't help her sinuses at all. So tired cats are not evil. um so yeah, but she doing a little. She do feel a little bit better. She feel a little bit better. And then my ice might melt it, but it's water cold. Yeah, laughter is good. Oh no, the cat didn't die. We didn't die. We had to give it up because we was moving to. It didn't take pets, so we took it to the animal shelter and stuff. And then we called when we found out we had a placement for the cat. And it wasn't even 3 days later when we found out that my mother said she would take him. And I wish we had known before we took him to the animal shelter. He would have still been with us for a minute because they love that cat. Well, if then once it got fat and turned into a bobcat, I was more or less scared of it because he really wasn't active that much. He would do more things like just lay around and purr and all that stuff. So once he had got really big and turned into a bobcat and they were loving up on him, he was a little bit better. But when he was younger and just developing, he was wild. I was scared. But they don't give you back. So before you put your cat to the animal shelter, do all your devices. Call people to see if anybody could take it or whatever. Because once you sign those papers and give them back, they don't. And you call days later, they won't give it back to you.
I took my cat out of my
Yeah, so I was really mad about that. I was really mad about that because I would have. Because when my mother said it, I did. I got on the phone and tried to go get it back, try to go get Klein back, but they told us nope. And that's crazy because it was my cat. We had this cat for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. And why would you want to give? That's like a child. When you take your child to the nurse, no, I guess if you take your child to the orphanage and say you don't want it, and you come back, they're gonna be questioning. Did the cat have workers comp? Yes, sir. The cat had workers comp because that cat. Then when that cat fell out that window and bust his little lip was right there, man, I'm telling you, you thought this cat would have died because these damn boys of mine, they went off. They was holding that cat, wouldn't let that cat out they sight. They was rubbing, kept talking to her. Are you okay? Are you okay? I mean, they just man. Yeah, he had workers comp. All right. Y'all trip. Y'all ain't no good. You gonna have cocktails? I don't know. I said I was. I said I was. I said I was, Nakia, and I probably will. Cause I still got some Malibu and pineapple juice left, so I am gonna drink me a drink. Fuck it. I didn't. I started. I might as well. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna be with you tonight, girl. Y'all, I am out of here. Guess what? Your girl ain't had no breakfast, and I got bacon on my mind. I got bacon on my mind. So, I'm about to go make me some bacon and eggs. Cause what time is it? It's about 1 o'clock here. I had nothing to eat. I don't know what time is it, cause I'm on the thing. Jackson still sleep. I'm gonna wake him up with the smell of some bacon, eggs, and pancakes aroma. He woke now. Oh, he cleaned up. Oh, I'ma go make some bacon, pancakes, and eggs. See you guys later. And 6 o'clock, I am going to be on time, boo. But I'm about to take my white shirt off because I don't want to get no makeup on it because I'm putting the same thing back on for bingo. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So, oh no, I might wear a bingo. I gotta start advertising more. I gotta wear me a bingo shirt. So I might have a bingo shirt on.
red shirt with your logo
I do. I be forgetting because I be running so late for bingo, and I be grabbing the first thing to put something on or whatever. I gotta start advertising my bingo stuff more. And
Make sure
yeah,
you get the t-shirt this summertime too.
yeah.
Get your boys them wear a couple of them motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
For
See
real.
guys. See y'all tonight, 6 o'clock, guys. We gonna have us some fun. Everybody stay safe, be blessed. Love you guys. I'm out. Start a bingo group on Facebook. Hmm. I'm think about that. I'm gonna think about that. Yes, I know. I do got them. See you guys, lady. I am lady.
You say that 4 times. See you guys later.
I always say, see you guys, lady.
I'm out.
And I'm
Still be
out,
talking.
and I still be talking. Oh my God. That was so funny. My cousin said, you said that 4 times that you see them later and you still talking. I don't know why, Richard. I do that all the time. I don't know why I do that. I do that all the time. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I gotta go. I gotta go. Hey, beautiful butterfly. Bye, y'all. Guys, he said bye. Ain't gonna never go. And anyway, look, my cousin's sitting here on the side. He done done his work. He waiting to get paid. So I gotta go. He's like, you talking all my work. And I know you all right, boo. He's talking. He sit down. Yeah, I gotta go take care of my employees because I treat them well. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I am so out of here. Look, is there another employee?
He done tripped me out like shit. You know what? This was to trip me out like shit.
mm. Oh.
Tears
Yeah,
out.
he painted.
Tears out. Hung up on this
He
bitch.
painted my front door.
Every tear.
That's how I wanted to get it. My front door painted and other little work stuff I had
Every
done.
time I thought Miss Tears, she had me.
Uh,
Tears said,
oh, yeah. Wait a minute, Richard. The dinners. And I thank you. Again, Sunday, June the 13th. I will be selling fish. I don't know if I call them dinners because this is gonna be fish, coleslaw, and fries and something to drink. It's gonna be $15 a plate. I am gonna do pre-orders. I have a new cash app that I'm gonna be doing it on, and that I will be pre-ordering. I'm gonna it's gonna be on the 13th. So the beginning of that week of the 13th, maybe around about the 6th. I'll keep y'all posted. Around June the 6th or 5th, I'm going to start taking pre-orders. Around June the 6th, I'm going to start taking pre-orders. So every week, I'm going to keep y'all posted. June the 6th, I'm going to start taking the pre-orders for the fish dinners. And the pre-orders is going to stop from the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th on June the 9th. I'm doing 3 days of pre-order because the thing is going to be on the 13th. By the 10th, I want to go shopping and get everything. So from June, so I'm going to do June the 5th because I'm going to do 4 days. From June the 5th to June the 9th, I'm going to take pre-orders so that I could start shopping on June the 10th. But I could count how many orders I need, how much fish to buy, how much French fries to buy, how many plates I got to get, and all this other stuff. So from June the 5th to June the 9th, I'm going to give you guys the cash app, the new cash app. I'm going to be $15 a plate. It's going to include 3 pieces of fish, 2 pieces of bread, drop some fries, and coleslaw, and a drink. You either get a water, tea, or ginger ale, a water tea or ginger ale. I'm not gonna have a whole bunch of different sodas I'm buying. I'm gonna do sodas. I know people used to go for a ginger ale, water, or tea. So I'm gonna have a ginger ale, water, or tea, and that's gonna be for $15. You get all that for $15. So yeah, so I most definitely keep you guys posted on that. Okay. Other than that, I can't do deliveries because I don't have a car. I can't, and I can't do what I don't know if my sister will be down for it, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if my son will be down. I don't know what they may be doing on that day. They could tell me, yeah, I'll do deliveries for you, and then that day come, since I don't have my own vehicle, I'm not going to depend on nobody else's vehicle. I wish I could, Si. I wish wish I could. So that's why I'm not gonna say delivery because I don't want to depend on nobody else. I will give the location at the time of the Cash App. So in the Cash App, I'm gonna tell y'all everything. In the Cash App, please do your email address because I will email you the location. I'm not gonna put it out. So when you do your pre-order, put your email address in on your Cash App, and I will once I get your pre-order, I will email you confirmation and location. That's how we do it. Yeah, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Tonight, I'm going to be on time. I hope my brother be on time. All right, guys, I'm out. Love you, Soul Squad. Be safe. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Lucy.